Hey, how's it going, guys? My name is Jackie Fish and welcome back to some more Mount and Blade 2 Bannerlord. Today we are diving in and taking a look at a pretty awesome extension mod, sub-mod, I don't know exactly what you want to call it, but a mod for Calradia Expanded Kingdoms. If you don't know what Calradia Expanded Kingdoms is, it is a mod that adds in several new kingdoms into the game that allows you to have, I think a much more exciting playthrough. It's a mod that allows the kind of bulkiness of these empires clashing against each other get reduced, and it's also a great mod that slows you down in the campaign because instead of just fighting one mega war against the Kuzites, you're now fighting several smaller wars, all with kingdoms and lords attacking you from different directions. It's a very good mod. I'll link that as well as the mod we're looking at today down below in the comments. Basically what this mod does, the mod we are looking at today, is it adds a Greek troop line to one of the more southern factions on the campaign map. I'll quickly show you guys exactly what I mean by Calradia Expanded. So Calradia Expanded Kingdoms adds in all these separate kingdoms to the map. So it splits the Empire into 4. It splits the Dacians. I've been playing too much of the Roman mod. It splits the Battanians into 2. It splits Valandia into 2. The Sturgians into 2. The Kuzites into 2. And also the Azurai into 3. And what the mod we're looking at today, which is the Greek kind of version of this, is it goes ahead and adds in a completely new Greek unit tree from the Hellenic mod into this game, which is really exciting. Not only that, this sub mod does also add in the Japanese troops into the Kuzite lands. It adds in the more kind of knight-esque troops, like the more Western knight modded troops into Valandia, as well as obviously the Romans as well being in the Empire with the Eagle Rising mod. So if you guys want me to take a look at that mod where it adds in the knights, adds in the samurai, adds in the Greeks, adds in the Romans into one big mega campaign, just go ahead and comment down below and drop a like and I would definitely check it out. But as you can see, we do have some of these Apazalian recruits right here. I'm not sure if I'm missing a mod pack because these levies are also topless, but hey, maybe they're just following in Leonidas's starring movie role of 300 Spartans and just, you know, showing off them abs. However, weak ab game, you guys need to be hitting some crunches. But as you can see, we have the Apollonian. I'm just gonna call them Apollonian, even though I know it's nothing like they're called, but screw it. We have the recruits right here, again just equipped with a fairly long spear. We have the spear being 175. And we go down to the youths right here, again equipped with a little bit more armor, obviously that headpiece as well looking pretty cool. We then have the levy again. Feel like I'm missing an armor pack or something because he should probably have a chest piece, but maybe not. And then we have the hoplite unit, which is going to be the tier 4, and then finally we have the heroes right here. These guys looking absolutely badass. I think this is the Eagle Rising armor piece that they've currently got on, looking very clean indeed. Obviously they got a custom sword and also that shield as well. What we're going to do is we're going to jump into battle in a second. You guys can take a look. I'll spawn these units in and you guys can take a look at all of them actually in a battle. Over on this side, we have the Pikeman. So again, these guys actually have extremely long spears. They actually have 233 length, which is actually pretty crazy compared to the length of these guys, which is 184. So it's actually a decent setup right there. And then you finally have the foot companions. Again, custom helmets with all that awesome looking stuff. Over on the other side, we have the hunters, which are just, again, I feel like I'm missing an armor piece because they should probably not be naked. But maybe they just are. Who knows? We then also have some peltis. We have obviously the higher tier peltis. And then you go some of these veteran dudes as well, able to really get stuck in, again with that custom shield. And we have the archer variant, which you guys can see right there. Also, we'll just show off, obviously, the game itself is also running with Eagle Rising. So if you go over here and not click buy and actually just click recruit, you'll see, obviously, we'll have the Roman these are the Roman ones. Oh yeah, these are the new ones. I haven't even seen the new unit trees because it's been so long since I've played. We've also got the Roman units again. Eagle Rising mod looking absolutely just bloody insane. These are the auxiliaries, and then you also have the actual Romans as well. My god, I mean, oh my god, this mod is just amazing. I love Eagle Rising. But anyway, yes, that's going to be the Greeks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to load into a battle now. I'm going to go ahead and recruit, console command my way in a bunch of these troops, and then we're going to go ahead and see what the Greeks are made of. Okay, guys, so I've gone ahead and spawned in a mighty army for myself, just using some of the better units so we can get a good glimpse of them. So at the top tier, we have these bad boys. Again, all their shields should be custom, so a lot of them will have a variation of the Spartan Spartan shields and just other Greek ones. Again, you can see their weapon and the rest of their armor. Then we obviously have the foot companions, which are going to be the proper pikemen. Again, their shields on the back, supported by that long horse pike. We have some archers ready to get themselves stuck in, and then we have our elite of the elite. Something I didn't actually note is that this faction doesn't actually have any cavalry, which is obviously a little bit weird that they don't have access to any of that, but it shouldn't make too much of a difference. So let's go ahead and get stuck in. Again, I haven't seen the new Eagle Rising stuff for about 2, 3, 4 patches now, so seeing all the new armor and stuff they've added in, this looks absolutely amazing. It seems that they have a bit of like an auxiliary system going on as well. Such a good mod. But let's go ahead and just jump into a battle. Surrender or die, sir. We are now at war. So yeah, will be some Romans going up against some Greeks. Exactly what we do want to see. And this is definitely a mod I'll probably use whenever I use Calradia Expanded Kingdoms, just for the fact that it's really awesome. Being able to have the Greeks in the south whilst we're waiting for, mods like Eagle Rising to add in their own Greek units. I can't wait for it. So yeah, definitely. They actually have also shown some pictures. I'll put them up on screen right now for you guys. They showed some pictures recently of the new Greek stuff that they're working on for the Eagle Rising mod, which is, again, super exciting. They're currently working, I believe, on Carthage and some of the Greeks as well, which is absolutely great. Can't wait for that. Okay, guys, so we are now in the battle. We can finally take a nice little look at our soldiers. So the infantry did actually go ahead and combine into one big group because I totally forgot to split them out. That was my bad. We can go ahead and take a look at all the individual soldiers here. So if we go over and just jump into the actual photo mode, we can then utilize this to move around the map and then obviously just take a look at the actual stuff in detail. So we go ahead and dive in. Obviously, you can see these are going to be the super high tier hoplites right here. You can see the custom helmets that they do have, and obviously we'll hide the UI as well so you guys can get a nice look at them. So these guys looking very, very deadly. Obviously, they have their custom swords as well as beautiful looking shields as well. So it's going to obviously scatter throughout the infantry, and you can see a mix of them. Obviously, these are going to be the ultimate hero units, so these are our top tier, and then you have the lower tier ones as well. Again, equipped with that. I think the hoplites is just equipped with a spear, and the actual heroes are equipped with that sword and shield. But obviously, we have the longer pikes as well, so you can see their smaller shields and obviously their pikes. And this is obviously going to really work well in the newer updates of Bannerlord, because they recently added in spear bracing to units. So I imagine that's going to come in very useful for those of people who are trying to recreate kind of that phalanx feel, which is super exciting. You get an entire unit, like an entire 100-man squad of pikemen, and they all spear brace. That would be very cool indeed. You can obviously see the differences in the armor as well. Again, I believe these are the Roman Eagle Rising mod armor pieces, but again, they fit very well in the Greeks and look pretty awesome. With all the custom helmets, as long as you have other stuff that makes them look awesome, it really comes out quite nicely. So again, that's going to be majority of the different types of shields. You can see them all right here, and it's even worth getting a nice little screenshot right there. Why not? So you guys can see, especially right there. Oh, that's a tasty looking Greek right there with all the different helmets. Everything like that looks pretty goddamn amazing. Yeah, so they look awesome. Obviously, you have my own custom sigil on some of them as well, which is a nice addition. And then back here, we have the archers. So again, a nice little mix of all different types of archers. And then obviously don't forget as well that they do have the javelins as well available to them. Obviously you can see the custom sword stuff right there as well. Truly, really, really very, very cool. So let's just dive into the battle, and let's just move on to some of these Romans. Obviously we're coming up against a fairly large amount of Romans. As you can see, they have around about 100 frontline infantry and also some other soldiers. I mean, obviously, we should probably decimate them quite nicely. We're going to loose formation there, push up our spearmen, and have a nice little fight across the river. I think the Romans are actually going ahead and formed up. Let's go into photo mode again, because I don't actually have RTS camera on at the moment. But let's jump over here. Is there any way to speed up this camera? Yeah, it does seem like the Romans have formed a pretty good defensive formation. It's actually cool to see the AI using these formations a bit more in 1.6.1. You can see they've obviously got their line of Romans with some auxiliary soldiers and their archers in the center. Their kind of flag bearers at the back. That looks so goddamn cool. That really, really does. Yeah, let's go back to our formation as we continue to push on them. I don't think that circle formation is going to really hold the line too well. Okay, so our archers are now in formation. They'll be able to probably just absolutely pepper the enemy formation. We have over 100 of these archers. Obviously, they are in that square formation, which will be pretty deadly. Well, I kind of want to... Are they going to come into me? I want to try to hold them at the river if I can. So let's keep on pushing up. I really want to try and hold them at this river so they take that big debuff. But we might not be able to form up in time. So let's get this formation up. Let's also go into shield wall. I've actually found that shield wall is actually really effective as their archers start to hit away. And listen to that sound as well as the weapons smash against our shields. Really, really cool stuff. So let's continue to push up again. I really want to get myself onto that riverbed if I can. And again, we'll take a nice little look. See, I'll obviously fight on foot with the boys as well. Let them come across. So the spear should be pretty effective, obviously killing the cavalry. And obviously their infantry fight should be pretty interesting as well. Yeah, look at the spears holding up quite nicely. Able to hit the enemy before they get too close. I still think Bannerlord need to do some stuff to make spears a bit more effective. But hopefully stuff like that will be a thing in the future. Be very careful here as the Roman takes me down. But it's kind of for the best because now I can take a look at the battle itself. You guys obviously can see them hitting against our front line. The shield wall proving its worth in this battle. And you can actually also see as well the way that the units are using their spears a bit more historically, hitting over the shield, overarm rather than underarm. Obviously, when we get into close quarter combat, I imagine the Romans do a lot more effective. The elite hoplites can obviously pull out that Zephyr, that sword, and get themselves stuck in a little bit more effectively. And obviously, do keep in mind we were outnumbering the enemy very, very effectively, so that's why we're going to be pushing. But I feel like the Greeks, this army at least, is going to be much more of a defensive force, a force that's going to rely heavily on missiles and just holding the line. And we can actually just see them completely broken the enemy. We killed 125 of them. We only lost 35 of our infantry. Not bad. I mean, considering we have the number advantage, it's kind of what you expect to see. God damn, that helmet looks beautiful. You're my prisoner now, so are you, my friend. And yeah, we captured a lot of Romans right there. I will take that. Lots of equipment as well we could definitely use to level ourselves up. So that's going to be the battle, guys. Hopefully you guys go check out this mod. Definitely do so. Obviously, as I said, they have two variants. They have this variant that is just for Greek city-states, and I'll put my load order up on your screen right now. And then they also have the mod that adds in knights over into the Gallic lands. They add in Japanese soldiers over here. They replace Kazite soldiers with certain units, which is kind of like your jack of all trades, big combined mod inside of Calradia Expanded Kingdoms. So that adds in lots of factions, and you can check all of that out in the mod link down below in the description. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see me take on the bigger mod that adds in all the factions, let me know down below in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one.